Hey everybody, I'm Joel Lonky and I'm the front of house engineer for Billy Idol. I've been a front of house engineer for about 31 years and some of my clients have been Rage Against the Machine, Korn, Collective Soul, Third Eye Blind, Cypress Hill, Rob Zombie, Billy Idol, and many others. I run a Midas Pro X. I was on the Pro 9 for years and when the X came out I gladly jumped on it and I've had good results with it. I've got two XMAC mini servers by Sonnet and they've been modified by RPM Dynamics to actually work correctly with the Midas consoles with a much better ease of configuration and cabling.
1, 2, 3.
When I first got these chassis, I contacted Jim Roese at RPM Dynamics, who was one of the few people in the world doing Midas integration for waves and recording when nobody else was at the time. And Jim came up with these modifications to add to the Sonnet chassis that made them easier for us Midas users to use, such as the ES50 ports directly in the back of the chassis, Thunderbolt outs directly at the back of the chassis. So it made it more for an audio user than just a computer user. When Jim Roese contacted Sonnet about working together on these chassis for the Midas end user, Sonnet was ecstatic and we're glad to help. And I'm glad they did because they've created a wonderful addition to the Midas product line's accessories, basically. Now I can run waves, now I can record. And it was wonderful that they all worked together. Waves was involved, RPM Dynamics, Sonnet, Midas, everybody working in concert together to create an ultimate flow for the Midas work environment. So Thunderbolt's been just a wonderful addition. The speed of it, the lack of latency. With my Sonnet chassis and the Links card, I go directly Thunderbolt to core audio to AES50. I run directly from the console into my Sonnet chassis now with no extra steps. Prior to my getting these RPM Sonnet units, I was not able to have waves or even really record without a whole lot of trouble. The beauty of these units is they've brought SoundGrid to my Midas and on a portability level that lets me bring it anywhere around the world. With no real cabling or technical restrictions, it just has made it wonderful. Now I can run the full Waves package and whatever I need to do to make my show sound the way I want it to sound and the way that the artist wants it to sound. With the package that I'm running now, it allows me to support my performance and to my artist exactly what he's looking for. If he said, oh, I used this plugin in the studio, I can give that to him now and not have to modify some other unit or some existing thing to make it sound like what he wants it to sound. I can give him exactly what he wants now. And that wasn't possible a few years back without the Sonnet chassis.
So put everything back on.
I don't have time during a show day to be messing with maintenance. The unit has to work right every time. We come in, we wire up, we power up, we're on a schedule, we have band coming in, we have line check times. I don't have time to fix things. And my Sonnet stuff has been completely bulletproof. I just love my two XMAC mini servers by Sonnet. They're highly reliable. I've never had an issue with them and I've had these in my rack now going on 3.5 years. Sonnet supports, they're one of the best. They're always there. If you have an issue, you call, it's fixed. If there's a hardware problem, you'll get it fixed within 24 hours and you will have your show.